My wonderful Scorpios. I'm talking to people with sun sign of Scorpios with Libra tendencies. I'm talking to you, and you. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day, but then again, I know you are because that's the intention you set. We're going to talk about cuspers. Oh, look at these cards flying out. We're going to leave those cards right there because it's trying to tell us something. Yes, we're going to leave those cards right there. Yes, I'm talking to my cuspers. If you are born October 23rd through October 27th, I am talking to you. You are a cusper. So first and foremost, it's really important to define the word cusp, right? The word cusp. Cusp means the point at which a new astrological sign begins. Cusp is derived from the Latin word cuspis, which means point. So again, the definition of cusp means the point at which a new astrological sign begins. This message is timeless. Yes, it's timeless. So, for now, the fixed signs, which include you, Scorpio, videos go up on Sunday and Monday. So this message, whenever you see the message, it applies. So take what resonates with you. These cards are really trying to jump out of this deck. Like, what in the world? Let's get into your reading. So for those who may have some concerns about the date, I want you to keep this in mind. So I'm talking to my Scorpio sun signs who have Libra tendencies. My next video is going to be Scorpio with Sagittarius tendencies. So this one is if you were born between October 23rd through October 27th. I'm talking to you as a Scorpio with Libra tendencies. And so I'm talking to sun signs. So the sun does not move into a new sign at exactly the same moment each year. And the dates for different sun signs may vary by a day or so. That's why you may hear people say, actually, Scorpio season starts on this date. And you may hear another person says, it actually starts on that date, because it varies, right? It varies. But like I said, about a day or so. And so when we talk about cusps, and like I said before, cusp is the point at which a new astrological sign begins. But when we're talking about cusp in particular, remember something. Some astrologers still differ about when a person is born on the cusp. And so you have some astrologers that claim that it means within the first or last 2 days of the sign. Others say it's between the first or last 10 days of the sign. But the consensus is 5 days, right? First or last 5 days of the sign. So you can go as tight as 2 days. You can also go out as far as 10 days. But again, the consensus is 5 days. So just take what resonates with you. Like I said, you could be a Scorpio whose birthday falls after the dates that I've given, and you may feel like, you know what, I feel like I do have some Libra tendencies. Hey, so it's for you. So it just resonates. All right, so just take, again, what resonates with you. Let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Scorpios who have Libra tendencies. Yes, in every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. Yes, you can watch the regular Scorpio videos from today. Like I said, they are on Sundays and Mondays until I decide to put up more videos. But like I said, yes, for now, Sundays and Mondays. So I'm talking to Scorpio sun signs. Every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. Yes, when we talk about Scorpios. Yes, Scorpios, you Scorpios are amazing, brilliant people. Scorpios, I want you to say, I am focused, I am brave, I'm loyal, I'm faithful, I am very ambitious, resourceful, passionate. People consider me as a true friend. Sometimes I can be stubborn. That's a good thing sometimes, especially when you're standing on your convictions. But then also to add an extra to it, especially when you tap into the Libra tendencies, Libras are romantic, charming, great listeners, fair-minded people, idealists, very understanding, cooperative, diplomatic, gracious, social in a lot of cases. So yeah, let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. What do we have here? Boom. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody who's been really, really investing in themselves, and it's showing in your money. Yes. We also have the Six of Wands. We're going to talk about it. We have the Judgment card. You have ascended higher. So as we ascend higher, all of us, there are going to be some people who fall out of range. But what I want you to start understanding, Scorpios with Libra tendencies, that people are going to fall out of range, right? Do you run back and do you descend to go back and get them? Absolutely not. You've done the work in yourself to ascend. So it's going to show in your money. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. If I can make some more room. We also have the Nine of Cups. Yep. And we have the Four of Wands. Yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So when we talk about Scorpio with Libra tendencies, there is an elegance to your personality, a charm, a good-naturedness that people actually respond to, Scorpios. It means that you have a talent for expressing your opinions in an amusing way. It also means that you have a strong will, but unless you are crossed, then you don't really show it. In general, you are cooperative and friendly, even though you prefer to work alone at your own pace. This is especially true in any creative enterprise. In love, your feelings run very deep, and you tend to be cautious. You don't commit yourself easily because of fear of being hurt or rejected, right? So yeah, when we look at this, and you have been in contact with a manipulator, a liar, someone who is very, very deceptive, remember, they cut themselves out of your space, right? This is not necessarily you cutting them out of your space, but again, when we have a full moon, the moon in general is aligned to our feelings, our moods, our subconscious habits, right? And so it exposes everything around us, everything within us and everything around us, right? So that's a part. See this knife right here? This is a part where people cut themselves out of your life. You know, like you've heard the expression before, if I cut you out of my life, it's because you gave me the scissors, right? Yes, that's exactly what happened here. Person was exposed, right? You had to ascend higher. So you left these people down here. You left these people down here, right? And so what the universe was releasing to you, because you've been doing all the work, right? You've been putting in all the work. And so the universe said, okay, well, we're going to reward you in your pockets, your pocketbook. You're going to start seeing more money. Not only that, I see some of you all celebrating outside of a house. Now, whether you're refinancing your house or buying a new house or whatever, but I see you celebrating and being quite victorious at it. Because again, you had to leave manipulative spirits behind, right? And so now you're feeling like emotionally you have hit the jackpot. This is Nine of Cups, right? But also you're in a posture of gratitude, right? So what people fail to realize is that when you ascend higher, yes, some people are going to fall out of range, but guess what? They did it to themselves by being manipulators, liars, gaslighters, cheaters, the whole 9 yards, right? So as you continue to ascend and people fall out of range, you got to know that you are closer and closer, higher and higher to your highest self, where you're receiving from that love frequency, the God in you. Instead of looking outside of yourself for God, you know that God is within. Yes, yes, indeed, Scorpio. Very, very nice, right? The reason why I'm not going to throw out any signs here, because the manipulator could have come in any form. Remember, we are not just made up of our sun sign, right? So you could have come in contact with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, a Cancer, Pisces, or fellow Scorpion, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or even a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Somebody who had all of that in their signs, all the signs in their chart, who was a manipulator, right? Someone who was a gaslighter, someone who played games or whatever. But nevertheless, you decided, I'm going to ascend. I'm going to ascend higher, and at a higher frequency, I can see things for what it really is. And so what they really are. And so that's where you found victory at a higher frequency, so which is nice. As long as you stayed down here with them, it caused you to become depressed, right? This person could have been a family member. It could have been a colleague. It could have been a long-term friend. It could have been anybody, right? This is a spirit. We're talking about spirits here, right? But as long as you stay down here on this frequency with them, it caused you to become depressed, sad, feeling hopeless, right? Glass half empty, pessimistic. Yeah. But listen, you've always had the Midas touch. Sometimes it's hard to see when you're in the midst of manipulators and liars and gaslighters and cheaters and that kind of energy, right? But guess what? You had to reach up and grab it. Now look at you, feeling happy, magnetic, on fire, feeling free. You got your fire back, which is nice, right? And guess what? Those people will fall out of range. What I mean by falling out of range, because I don't see, I don't see the tower card. So it's not like, here's the thing, when people fall out of range. In this particular spread of cards, this person right here is already miserable, right? So it's not even like you even have to wait for them to have a tower moment where everything just kind of collapses around them. You're so protected, in fact, that you decided, you made a conscious decision to ascend higher and just leave them where they were, right? So the higher you ascend, you'll start to see, wait a minute, they're descending, or gives the appearance that they're descending. But no more tricky situations for you. No more tricky friendships. No more tricky romantic relationships. Just no more tricky work relationships. No more tricky relationships whatsoever. Why? Because you know who you are, right? You know that you deserve the best, right? Like I said, there is an elegance to your personality, a charm, a good-naturedness that people actually respond to. So why would you stay down here with the manipulator, right? So the Scorpio in you is very, very loyal. The Libra in you, like I said, someone who is very fair-minded. You can see both sides of the coin. Matter of fact, in tarot, Libra's card is the Justice card. You're able to see things from both sides of the scale, right? So being a fair-minded person, you actually probably gave them the benefit of the doubt. You probably said, oh, they had some childhood traumas. They went through this, they went through that, so on and so forth. But the truth of the matter is that they are a manipulator, right? Everybody else is out here getting counseling. They decided, nope, I want to see if I can play as many people as I can. And so things are actually turning around for you really, really quickly, because why? You decided to ascend higher. This is you tapping into your power. Libras are divine masculine by default. You, Scorpio, are divine feminine by default. But see see balancing out your energies, your divine feminine to your divine masculine, balancing out your energies and actually taking action. You're not nurturing this kind of behavior anymore. So nurturing is divine feminine, right? Instead of you nurturing this type of behavior, you are taking action, divine masculine side of yourself, right? Cutting this energy off, and you're ascending higher. This kind of energy would have been an albatross around your neck. That's what it would have felt like. Like this energy is weighing you down, so you had to walk away. You've come through the fire, right? So again, this person could be, this person could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in their chart. You've been through the fire and you decided, you know what? I need to walk away. This isn't serving my highest purpose. As a matter of fact, it's taking away from, right? Like I said, it could have been any of the signs. So I don't want you to put too much into it that, you may have a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries in your presence and like, oh my God, they're manipulators. No. The person could have been an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra. They could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Could be a fellow Scorpion, Cancer, or Pisces somewhere in their chart, because we're not just made up of just our sun sign. right? This is a choice that the person made to be tricky. They didn't have to be tricky, right? You know how you've ever heard the saying, you know, when they move funny, they moving a little funny, so I just move right out of their way. That's what this is what this is saying. They move funny, so I just moved out of their way. Get back to being me, ascending higher. Yes. Write a gratitude list. See? Write a gratitude list. That's the best you can do right now, is write a gratitude list, because so many wonderful things are happening for you. You may have, again, felt like you've lost something. You may have felt like there was a death, right? But death and rebirth are one and the same. So instead of you grieving a loss, you're saying, okay, other things are being released. Everything happens for a reason, right? Even if you have experienced a death in a physical sense, right? You may have lost someone, a loved one, or something like that, but there's also a rebirth. What is being reborn? What did the death mean in this realm for you? Is it helping you to ascend so you can tap into the God in yourself, so that you start to get like refocused again? And you can always, like I said, if it's death in a physical sense, you can always have, through meditation, conversations with people, loved ones that you've lost, because they're just in another realm, right? But I can talk about that another time. But in this instance right here, like I said, it was a tricky situation, which really didn't have to be tricky. And so a death rebirth does feel like you're grieving, because it's like, okay, I just lost this friend, right? You're able to see both sides of the coin, but at some point you realize, let me just call a spade a spade. This person is a liar, they're manipulator, they are a gaslighter, and we're not on the same frequency. So the end, you know, that's that. So again, write your gratitude list, because your gratitude will include listening to the God in you, seeing things for what it is, and having the power to change your own perspective from glass half empty to glass half full. That is what I have for you. Again, this message is timeless. This will be labeled as a cusp video for my Scorpios with Libra tendencies, and that would mean your birthday between October 23rd through October 27th. Thank you for joining me. Catch you on the next one. The next one will be Scorpios with Sagittarius tendencies. That's what I have for you. Have a great one. Bye.